a dangerous precedent? The Supreme Court's unnerving silence on Trump's immunity. During a recent Supreme Court hearing, the conservative justices took a notably unconventional approach to former President Donald J. Trump's claim of immunity from prosecution. Instead of focusing on his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results, the discourse shifted to hypothetical discussions about coups and assassinations. Topics starkly disconnected from Trump's specific actions. This approach led the justices, especially from the conservative wing, to largely sidestep the former president's actual conduct. Justice Samuel A. Alito Jr. introduced a scenario suggesting that without immunity, presidents might refuse to relinquish power post-election, a stance focusing on the theoretical implications for democracy rather than the immediate legal issues at hand. The liberal justices, including Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, provided a counterbalance, expressing concern over the potential for unchecked presidential power. They questioned whether removing the threat of criminal consequences might encourage future presidents to engage in unlawful acts with no fear of repercussions. The session was marked by several striking moments as the justices explored the limits of presidential immunity through extreme and dramatic hypotheticals. Justice Elena Kagan, for instance, questioned whether a president could authorize a coup and remain unapproachable by the law. The court's reluctance to grapple with the specifics of Trump's actions and its pivot to abstract legal theories alarmed many observers. The hearing seemed to lean towards setting a precedent that could significantly weaken the accountability mechanisms that tether the presidency to the rule of law. As the justices deliberate, the implications of their eventual decision loom large. A ruling that broadly defines presidential immunity could effectively delay or even prevent prosecution for actions taken while in office, offering a temporary shield that could have long-lasting effects on the integrity of American democratic processes. The expected decision, due by early July, will not only determine Trump's legal fate, but also shape the contours of presidential accountability for years to come. This pivotal moment could either reinforce the nation's commitment to justice and democratic principles, or usher in an era where those at the highest levels of power operate with unprecedented impunity.